Hello everyone, Brad here today and welcome back to Planet Zoo. So today I'm going to be giving you my hints, tips, tricks on how to start a zoo in franchise mode. So I've got a really basic zoo here, really basic, and I'm going to show you kind of step by step what I've done. And this zoo is, even though there's a red arrow, is slowly starting to make a little bit of money. And this is where you want to get to, okay? You're not going to make loads of money at start. And it's worth noting, your zoo probably is going to look pretty crap at first. It's going to look very basic, not much going on at all. That's probably where you're failing. If you have started franchise mode and you haven't quite made it because you've lost money, it's probably because you're going a little bit crazy with exhibits, animals and buildings. So I started this franchise zoo simply by putting a little square path around here. I put in one toilet block, okay, because, you know, at the end of the day, visitors are going to have to go to the toilet. And I changed my ticket price so that adults were paying $5 and children were going to pay $3, okay? That's what I done at the start. Then I popped in my staff buildings over here. So I've got everything here except from two. So I've not got a workshop or quarantine. And that's on purpose because these buildings are quite expensive, yeah? When you go to staff buildings, you know, they're £1,000, £2,000, £4,000 each. You start off with 40,000 in the game, so you have to try and conserve as much money as possible. So I've got the vet, surgery, staff room, keeper hut, training centre and the research centre, and one transformer for power. And obviously you have to use your heat maps to make sure that your power is covering everything that it needs to, okay guys? There's no point putting in a transformer if it's not going to cover what you want it to cover. Then I've got in one animal. I've got in the saltwater crocodile. I wanted to get an animal in that has high appeal. Yeah, so when you're in animal trading, you want an animal that's got fairly high appeal. If you go for something like a flamingo or a peafowl, anything like that, you are going to draw guests into your zoo, but not quite as many, and they're not going to be as willing to give you donations. So it's really important to get your donation boxes set up. So I've got two here with a Habitat TV screen and a little speaker giving people education about the saltwater crocodile. One up here, and I've got this little area down here that I built just so people can come down and they can see the croc swimming if they want to. Again, you have to be careful with stuff like this because terraforming costs money. This costs money, although it probably costs about £100 to make this little really basic shelter. And I've gotten a few rocks just to break up the terrain, one tree, really simple guys. You need to be as cheap as possible basically. Because the aim of this game, it's going to start snowing so I'm going to pause. The aim of this game is to put in as much as possible at the start that you can afford. Make it look very basic, make the zoo work, okay? You need to make the zoo work. This crocodile, if I click on this crocodile, he's pretty happy. So he's not great for enrichment and he wants a little bit of food, which I'm sure the keeper will come and do shortly. But Pratam is a pretty happy crocodile because I've given him everything that he wants. The terrain's perfect. I've gotten rocks and plants from. I've gotten some toy enrichment. Research is really important in franchise mode because you really want your animals to be happy. Okay, we're at the start of a brand new gorgeous day here in this franchise zoo. I'm making money. I'm making money slowly. And we were averaging at night around 140 guests. So I think now is an appropriate time to start thinking about food. So now I'm confident if I get in something like a chief beef, basic, no scenery or anything like that around it, I'm going to get that in. I've put in a few benches, a couple of bins, that's it. Okay, if you start getting in, two food shops, two drink shops, balloon shop, information kiosk, 4 toilets around the place, you're going to lose money so quickly. So you have to time everything right. Personally, as soon as I'm averaging around 140 guests, it has just dropped down, but I hope that will start going up again. That's when I feel confident that I can get in a food shop. Now we've got people coming over here to buy food, I'm confident that hopefully this will start to make a little bit of money. So franchise mode is all about timing. You have to time everything right. When I start getting up to the 40,000, a bit more conservation credits, I might think, right, it's now time to get in another exhibit. I'll go over here, do another exhibit. You have to take your time with franchise mode, okay? Okay, so in summary, I've got 4 tips for you to take away to be successful in franchise mode. Number 1, buildings. So that's staff buildings or guest buildings. Start off small and work your way up. So staff buildings, I've not bothered here with the quarantine or the workshop. Guest buildings, I've got a toilet block and 1 food shop, and I only got the food shop once I was averaging around, the 130, 140 numbers of guests at one time. Number 2, have 1 habitat at the start, guys. Yeah, 1 habitat. Make sure you've got your donation boxes out, make sure guests can easily see your animals, and make sure it's an animal that has quite high appeal, mid to high appeal, okay? Do not start with something like peafowls, because you're just not going to draw enough guests in who are going to be willing to give enough donations. Tip number 3 is decorations and scenery. Start off basic. I've got no decorations around my buildings at all. I've only got the basics like benches, bins, stuff like that. And habitat, again, I've just got the basics. I've just got the basics of what we need for this crocodile to be happy. And my last tip, number 4 for you, is to not hire hundreds of staff. If you see my staff here, I've got basically 1 of each. 1 caretaker, 1 keeper, 1 mechanic, 1 vendor who came with a food shop, and 1 vet. I've started off as simple as possible, and that's what you need to do in franchise mode. Start off small, start off basic, and you will succeed, okay? So I really hope this helped you today. Please let me know down below in the comments if this helped, if this didn't help, if you'd like to see more tutorials for Planet Zoo, whatever you want. Let's just have a bit of discussion down in the comments below, and I'll see you in our next Planet Zoo video. So take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.